What's up guys, it's Romeo Lacoste and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have an awesome video for you guys. So one of the many questions and topics I've had you guys wanting me to cover by popular demand is tattooing different skin types. Now this is super important as there's a lot of misinformation on the internet, and also a lot of you guys have been leaving so many questions in my YouTube, my Instagram, my Twitter. One of the questions I've been seeing you guys leaving so many times is, like, hey, I have scar tissue, I have eczema, I have pale skin, dark skin, I have olive tone. Is it okay for me to get a tattoo? Before we get started, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're getting so close to 1 million subscribers. I'm at 800 and some K currently. The family's strong, the fan base is strong, the supporters are strong, and I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. So if you guys don't follow already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, be a part of the journey. And without further ado, let's get started. Eczema. Many people have asked me, is it safe for me to get a tattoo if I have eczema? The short answer is yes. You can get a tattoo if you have eczema. Now, the more detailed answer to that is this. Now, for a lot of you guys who don't know what eczema is a sort of a skin condition. It's not contagious. Basically, it just makes the skin a little bit ashy, a little bit red, irritated. But basically, for people who do have eczema, you can get a tattoo. You should not get a tattoo over areas of skin that have the eczema on it. You could get a rash, you could break out, you could scab, you could scar, possibly infection. There's a lot of things that could happen because your skin's very sensitive, it's red, it's already agitated. Now, I am not a physician. This is just my personal opinion. So I just want to make that clear right now. I'm not a doctor. So please, if you do have eczema, make sure that you contact your local doctor or physician. Find out, is it safe for me to get a tattoo on this area? Also, if you guys aren't getting tattooed by me, make sure you go ask your tattoo artist or a tattoo artist that you do want to get tattooed by if you do have eczema, and make sure that your skin is okay to get tattooed on that spot. Sensitive skin. I've had customers come to me and say, hey, I have sensitive skin. I bruise very easily. I scar very easily. Is it okay for me to get a tattoo? Same as before, yes it is. It is okay. The tattoo has to be done a certain way. Now, what I mean by that is, if you're easily bruised, the artist should be a lot more gentle on you, whether it's the way they're holding you, also how they're applying the tattoo on you. Personally, for me, if you have sensitive skin, I would not suggest getting a very huge tattoo in one sitting, or a very long tattoo, or a tattoo that requires a lot of solid color or a lot of detail, because the longer you are in that area, the more likely it is that you're gonna get those effects. Most importantly is definitely let your tattoo artist know, because letting your artist know will mean that they can prepare for it, they can be mindful, they can make sure that they are following the necessary steps in order to ensure that you have the best possible tattoo experience that you can have. Different skin tones. I've tattooed all different types of skin, okay? I've tattooed old, young, pale, dark. It doesn't matter what nationality you are, what kind of skin tone you have, you can get a tattoo. Now, this is so crazy to me how many people come to me and say, hey, can I get this type of tattoo? Can I get a color tattoo? Can I get white tattoo? Can I get this? Or someone might message me and say, hey, my skin's very pale. How will this show up on me? How will this look on me? Skin is skin. We can all get a tattoo. You can get a tattoo. The reason why you should be mindful about what kind of tattoo you're getting is because certain tattoos will not complement certain types of skin tones. Certain tattoos won't show as well in certain types of skin. If you're very dark, certain inks won't show up. Bright yellow, light blues, some of these lighter tones, or even some of these darker tones just won't show up if your pigmentation on your skin is very dark. Now, what kind of tattoos should you be getting? Very high contrast black tattoos will look very good. Now I'm talking about minimal shading. And then one thing that I've noticed looks very good on dark skin tone is the white highlights. Now I have one customer, I've done a few of his sleeves. He has very dark skin. My technique is usually mostly black, and sort of high contrast. And then what I do is I will go back in with those white highlights, and they will just pop because of how dark his skin is. Now, on the flip side to that are people with very pale skin. Now, people with pale skin, usually color tattoos will show very well. Now, those bright colors like the neon yellows, the orange, the pinks, the baby blues, those colors will work very well on a light skin. But the flip side to that is usually I've noticed that those white highlights sometimes don't show up very well if your skin is super pale. I've had customers come to me and say, I want to get, you know, I saw this tattoo on Pinterest or whatever, I want to get an all white outline tattoo. And I've told them, I've said, hey look, you know, like your skin's very light, all white tattoo won't really show up. I mean, it'll show up maybe the first day because your skin's kind of red, but once that tattoo settles and it heals, that white ink will look almost like a scar because your skin is just so pale. Certain skin tones just do better with certain styles. Just to let everyone know, like I said before, it doesn't matter what your skin color is, doesn't matter what nationality you are, you can get whatever tattoo you want. This is just a personal opinion. This is just an artist letting you know what looks the best and what works the best. Make sure you talk to your tattoo artist, whoever your artist is. Let them know your concern and also get their personal opinion on it, because I think that that's also very important. Scar tissue. Scar tissue is a very complex skin type as far as it goes to tattooing. Many people have scars for different reasons. A lot of people come to me, you know, and say, you know, I have these scars on my arms or my legs that I did to myself when I was younger, and you know, I don't want people to stare at me anymore. I don't want to, you know, be reminded about that time in my life. I want to get a tattoo to cover it. Is it safe for me to get a tattoo? What can I get? And all those are very important questions. With that being said, if you have scars on your body, yes, you can get a tattoo. You can. But just like every other type of skin type I mentioned before, you want to be smart about how you go about it. If you have a scar that's fresh, right? If the scar is still pink, getting a tattoo over it will cause possible keloids, more scar tissue, scabbing. It could also prevent a tattoo from healing correctly and looking the way that it should. So the most important thing is not getting a tattoo over fresh scars that are still healing. Talk to your local doctor, physician, about whether or not you can get a tattoo over certain scars, and also talk to your local artist. I mean, if I see a tattoo in person, yes, I will be able to look at it and let you know if you can get a tattoo over it. One thing I would like to mention is, what kind of tattoos can you get? Well, not all tattoos can be done over scar tissue. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you have scar tissue and your skin is not flat, you're gonna want to avoid super geometric, very fine line, straight tattoos. Reason being is, if you do a straight line and you have, you know, scars across your arm or your leg, that line, if you turn your head slightly to the left or to the right, is not gonna look straight. If you have raised scars, you're gonna wanna get tattoos that have a lot of flow and motion and curved lines, maybe like flowers or something like that. Something that doesn't have a whole lot of straight lines, because you're gonna want something that's gonna distract from those scars. You wanna keep all those things in mind. Is the scar healed? Is it raised? What kind of tattoo can I get over that space? At the end of the day, it's still skin. So, all right guys, so while we're on the topic of self-harm scars, I just wanna take a quick moment to talk to you guys about something very important that also touches my heart. So as a kid, I grew up, I dealt a lot with, you know, depression, and I think that a lot of teenagers, a lot of people watching this video, I'm sure that many of you guys, you know, we've all went through rough patches in our life at one point or another. So I want to talk to you guys about an awesome company that I found online. They're called BetterHelp. Now BetterHelp is an app. Sign up. It's super easy. You can specify what kind of counselor you want. All the counselors are certified therapists. They all have their credential, and they have all kinds of different counselors. You specify, you know, what kind of religion, sexual gender, and sexual orientation. Counselors who are LGBT friendly might share the same kind of religion as you. So it's very specific and caters to whatever your needs are. Now the app is membership based. It's super easy. You just sign up directly on your phone. It's so much more convenient than a traditional therapist and way less expensive. If you guys want, feel free to use my link. It'll be right here in the description below. If you guys use my link and do sign up, it does help me out a little bit. I don't know how much you guys know about me watching this video, but if you don't, a lot of people do know I'm an advocate for cyberbullying, and I try to help out in as many ways as I can. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you do enjoy the content. I do appreciate your support. Let's try to get to 1 million subscribers. We're almost there. And if you guys did like this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. It's so much appreciated, and I will see you guys on the next video.